Hey guys, before watching this, I just want to really quickly mention, I'm really sorry about this, but I screwed up recording Smash Wii U. Not that I just started late, but also Shadowplay did that thing again where it's very finicky with full screen games and it does this flickering thing, so unfortunately I have to use the stream of the game and present that, and unfortunately that has the watermark and the donation stuff that I don't want to show that on YouTube. And it's also got, it's 720p and it's got artifacts and everything, so I'm really sorry about that. Bear with it for the first half of the video that is Smash Wii U, and look forward to more videos in the future. Thank you guys again, so please enjoy what I have. Welcome everyone to the very last Smash game in the Smash Retrospective series for Go to Bedcast. I'm your host, Austin. Tonight we will be unlocking everyone in Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, the last Smash game to release before Ultimate. This is our last night to really celebrate and take in what Smash Wii U was before we eternally move on to the next game. So let's go ahead and get started. It has a few visual glitches you'll notice every once in a while. Some of it's kind of funny, but it is what it is. So, this is it. Once again, like 3DS, a kind of menu that doesn't make much sense. We'll start all the way in options, once again tucked away in games and more in the corner. Controls. We have the full controls like in Brawl, not like in 3DS. So everything is here. Thankfully, with how this weird-ass emulator is, I could set everything properly. This game added the ability to have a button for, or if you hit A and B together, you get a smash attack instead of having to hit a direction with it too. There's a new feature, although you could add the direction anyways. Turn off tap jump and rumble. Save it to your profile. Internet options, Again, in this game, in this emulator, me faces are blank. But none of this matters since we're on emulator. Sounds, once again, my music is back, sounds back, or sound test rather, go all throughout it. My music, once again. Stage Builder came back for this game. You can use the touchscreen on the gamepad to make your platforms, but I don't have a gamepad to use with that. Let's see, custom characters the same as in 3DS, as I've gone over. All of this is locked inside the vault. Replays, albums, screenshots, movies. We're not going to go through all these like we have before, because these are all just the trailers made to promote the game. So there is nothing in here that is not on like Nintendo's YouTube. All of it was uploaded as promotion. Sounds records once again. Masterpieces have made a return. This time they are way faster, but I don't know how they work in the emulator, so I'm not going to touch them. Trophies, back again. The difference in Smash Wii U is this shop, where you can buy trophies every once in a while. It again refreshes. Here's all our trophies. I think those are actually 3D models this time. I'm pretty sure they are, because when you have a lot of trophies, I'm pretty sure it lags. Trophy Rush is also back from the 3DS version, as we will show off later in this recording, as Smash Wii U in the YouTube video is going to go before Smash 3DS, which I streamed Smash 3DS first, and now it's going to be last. It's a weird thing. I also think I'm going to put the spin-off games before Wii U and 3DS, but we'll see. Amiibo support is also back, but I don't have a gamepad, so I can't show that off. I'm not gonna do Smash Board, or Smash Tour. I just want us to look at this. This was, instead of Smash Run on the 3DS, which is really cool, it was like City Trial, Smash Wii U got Smash Tour, which is a Mario Party-esque, where everyone has a turn at the same time. And if two players land on the same spot, then there's a fight with whatever everyone's stats are at and whatever. It was something. I don't think it's that fun. Challenges, again, are back. Pretty sure no one is, weird. Oh, yeah, no, I used the hammer. That's what I did. I used the hammer to get those ones. Those ones that were unlocked. 8-player Smash, new to this version of the game. It is only on select stages. Let me go ahead and show it. It is only on select stages, and it doesn't actually gray out the stages if there isn't enough. There, these are the stages that support 8-player Smash in this game. And Smash Ultimate lets you play on every stage. However, it's looking like there may be lag. We're gonna have to wait and see for that. If the Smash Ultimate does have some lag with 8-player, we'll have to wait and see. These modes return for solo. You got Classic. This is probably the worst version of Classic mode in Smash history. In this one, we'll go into that. Special orders, where you're given fights to do from Master Hand and Crazy Hand, and you just pick them and go continuously. In Master Order, you know, you just go. There's not like much to it. You can just come back to that mode whenever you want. In Crazy Order, you have to pay to get in, and you have to win consecutively, and at the end of like a consecutive amount of turns, you have to fight Crazy Hand. And this is actually a good way to farm gear if you were to do it, because the more you fight Crazy Hand, the more gear he drops. Event matches are back with difficulty, and I believe co-op is also back. Guess not. Some of them might be co-op. All-Star is a bit different, and we're gonna have to do All-Star in this game to unlock a character. I think we'll do All-Star at the very end. Once again, we've got Multi-Man and Home Run Contest are back, and now we have Target Blast, which I can show you Target Blast now. I could show you this mode because it doesn't lag in this emulator. Bowser. The Bows will be good for this one. Whoa, maybe it will lag. I can't believe it. It lags in both modes. That's crazy. This emulator is not lagged until right now. Get out of that mess. Weird. And these are the modes for groups. Okay. I believe that's everything. Let's go into training mode and show off mechanics. Who should we use? We'll use Sheik for a while. And let's use a Final Destination. I don't think I need platforms. Who are your mains in this? Let me go back to character select. It was... I don't know who it was at launch. I don't remember. It was probably... I tried Captain Falcon because I played Falcon in 3DS. I tried Marth. That didn't go well. I tried Sheik, and I used Sheik for a while. My problem with Sheik was I was not good enough to pull off killing with her. So I stopped using Sheik, and instead I used Link, and for the most of Smash Wii U, I used Link. But Sheik will be great for showing things off. Alright, Smash Wii U is a far, far faster game than Brawl. It's not nearly as fast as Melee, nowhere close. It's not as fast as Ultimate. Ultimate's faster. But Wii U is still a much faster game. It's still got some floatiness to it, as you'll see. But it is definitely a faster moving game. It depends on characters you use also, though. Heavy characters definitely were given more personality in this game, but they still control pretty well, I think. Transformations are gone between characters, so down B with Sheik is its own move now. Bouncing Fish is this one. It's a really sick move, actually. So transformations are gone, Pokemon Trainer's gone, Sheik to Zelda doesn't happen anymore. As I mentioned before, the Ice Climbers are not in this game because they were cut because of the 3DS version, so we won't be seeing them in this game. This game changed how ledges work. I can't get this NPC, I can't get the CPU to grab the ledge for me, but if someone is grabbing a ledge, what you can do is you can grab the ledge after they grab it, and you'll do what is a ledge trump, and you will knock them off the ledge. And you can follow up after you knock them off, because the direction that someone gets ledge trumped at is consistent. So if I ledge trump someone right off, I can just do back air. I can drop off and hit back air and I'll hit him. I don't know what I was doing there, but there is a grab cooldown now, so chain grabs are literally impossible. Literally impossible to grab for a little more than a second. Straight up impossible to grab. Meteor cancels are now gone, so I can walk again, see? Meteor cancels are gone, so essentially in this game, spikes and meteor smashes are the same thing. They're interchangeable. There's no real difference between them in this game. Air dodges are now nerfed from Brawl, as they have far more landing lag, as you'll see. Compare that to Brawl, where it was almost instant. Though this game did get rid of a lot of landing lag for a lot of characters. And it did something that's, like, you cancel your animation to do it with some moves, depending. As you can see, there's still like a full animation for that, for her down air. There's like a full animation where she comes back up. But you can cut through some of it if you just hold shield. So air dodging in general, though, nerfed because of this. It's landing lag. There's defense in this game is a touchy subject, as we've seen from the end of the game's lifespan, but you know, casually, that's not really a big deal anyways. This game added a new mechanic known as Rage, probably suggested by the Namco staff, because this game was worked on by Sakurai with the help of Bandai Namco, and Rage is something that's in Bandai Namco fighting games, particularly Tekken. It works differently though. In Smash, Rage turns on around, it starts at exactly 35%, and what happens is, the more rage your character has, the more knockback they do. So the knockback that I would do being at 35% is greater than what I would do at 0, and thus it scales up as well, up to 150 in this game. Rage makes a return in Smash Ultimate, and it starts at the exact same percentages, but it is far less. It's also got this steaming effect, which also does not start until later in Smash Ultimate. So just the amount of knockback you do, being at a higher percentage yourself, is increased. Animation change here, let's see. Let me pull up Marth, because I know Marth does this. As an animator, I want to talk about this. I just want to show some appreciation for this. Never mind, it doesn't happen with Marth, Mario, or Luigi. Actually, let me use Marth as an example. It doesn't happen with... I don't know why I thought it was Marth. Marth doesn't do this because he's a sword fighter and has to wield his sword with a hand. But in this game, you see Marth is facing left, and you see the front of his body. If he's facing right, you see the back of his body. So some characters who don't need, like, the importance of seeing that were made so that they're... It doesn't matter which side they're looking at, their body is always presently forward. This is a really sick change, actually, because it makes their animations much more readable from the front at all times. You know, sword fighters aren't just gonna get it because it depends, like, the hand they're holding their sword in, but characters like Luigi and Mario, their bodies are much more readable at all times because of this. I just wanted to point that out. I've always loved that change about this game and how it went forward with that. And I believe that mechanically is actually it. There isn't too much, it's just a massive amount of tweaks they made. Small tweaks not worth going into that made this game really different. But yeah, it is still mechanically and like feeling wise, I think this is the best feeling Smash game still. And we'll see if that transfers over to Ultimate. I guess we'll start with Classic Mode, good old Classic Mode. And I want to go through it with Cloud because I have not given Cloud enough love in this marathon. Speaking of Cloud, we have a bit to talk about, a bit I want to correct myself on when I've previously spoken about Cloud. I just want to correct myself on a few things about Cloud. But let's go ahead and get started. with this classic mode. I'm always going to go for what has least characters so we can avoid any more lag. So I'm always going to go towards these 1 to 2 to 3 character ones. Using elements of other fighting games. What a black sheep. It's actually weird in some fighting games because it technically doesn't make sense. Core A Gaming has an amazing video about it, I believe. He does a great job talking about it and like the implications of it. I think it's Core A. Maybe it's not Core A, and it's someone who does fighting game animations. Can't remember who it was, but they did a fantastic video covering like animations for fighting game characters and about the directions they face. I think it is Core A Gaming because he mentioned he was comparing it to like fighting game boxing stances and how characters will aim. 2D versus 3D, I think it was. It's a video about 2D versus 3D fighting games. Alright, so yeah, some corrections about Cloud. As it's a mystery, like, you know, I don't have the answers for everything. But there are some things, like, as I've been looking around, seeing what people think, I think it makes a lot more sense, some conclusions the community has come up with. For example, Cloud's voice actor in English is a union voice actor. And he's not the only union voice actor in Smash. For example, Matt Mercer, I believe, is a union voice actor. He voices Crom. There's definitely more as well. It may have to do, good tech, Bayo. It may have to do with contracts or how they credit him in this game. And Cloud has a set voice actor. And, you know, Square is probably not okay with them changing his voice actor just because of that reason. Because of a union thing. A voice acting union. So that makes sense. Music. Oh, I got my C-Stick now, by the way. People talk about, what is it? You know the thing about, like, copyright I was saying? I was like, I didn't understand where people got the idea of the copyright issues with Cloud. Because Final Fantasy 15 and 14 have the same music. Apparently, the Final Fantasy 14 team is the one that said Final Fantasy 7 music is dodgy to get a hold of, apparently. And it's, or not just Final Fantasy 7, but old Final Fantasy music in general. Like the Final Fantasy 14 team, that's really weird to say. The Final Fantasy 14 dev team said themselves, music is a odd thing with Final Fantasy. So, I guess, yeah, okay, the voice actor thing makes sense. The music thing makes sense. Most importantly, I don't think it means Cloud was also, they're all headless, wow. I don't think it means that Cloud was a late addition. I don't think Cloud was a late addition. Especially because Cloud was, like, announced around the time this game started development, or Smash Ultimate started development. I'll give them a little slack for that, for what they've done with Cloud. The Spirits thing, though, is actually really weird, though. I haven't actually seen anyone theorize about that. I can't believe it's harder to get Final Fantasy 7 music licensed than it is to get Final Fantasy 8 assets. Yeah, Final Fantasy 8 is gone. It's harder to get that than Kingdom Hearts 1 assets, but they still remade it, mostly. Master Hand has some upgraded forms in this game, with the form of Master Core and Master Fortress. I don't know if we're gonna fight that at all. It's a something with Cloud, and I'm not happy about it. Can lower the quality today? I mean, I have kept the bitrate lowered for a while, for the last couple weeks, so hopefully it's enough, so. Yeah, unfortunate circumstances around Cloud. Regardless of what is true and what is theorized, it's a shame, and I hope they can add more. Now, once again, to potentially be wrong about more things, people theorize that Crom was potentially a late character, and there may be something to this. I think the weirdest thing about Crom and Smash Ultimate is Crom's victory theme in Smash Ultimate is, it's not the same as Robin or Lucina for some reason. Crom's victory theme is still the Ike and Marth one, and Roy. Does not make as much sense. Crom is also still in Robin's Final Smash. Crom is still in Robin's victory animations. Still talked about like he's there. Even if, you know, he's in the fight himself. And, you know, knowing Sakurai, knowing what they've done, that's a little sus to leave details like that go. When, like, Toon Link can be on the one stage sometimes, and then if not, he's replaced. You know? Damn it. Oh, we still got 99%. That's good. I could never do this when the game came out. I don't understand why I was really bad at it. I think it's really funny. I was super, like, you know, rusty playing the other Smash games. But as soon as I, like, popped this game on, I felt really at home. It's been a while since I last talked about, you know, the game leaking. I have seen a few things that I did not want to see, unfortunately. That's the price I pay. I have been looking up combos, mechanic changes, and everything that people are doing with the illegally obtained copies of Smash. We know a lot now about the game, how to unlock characters and stuff. But I won't talk about that. I want it right now. I've seen enough of what I need to see, so I'm trying to stay away from it. So I need to tell you guys about the life and times about when Smash 4 came out. I need to go over a very dumb story. A time where I was very dumb. Almost embarrassing to talk about. Austin's very dumb misadventure in wanting to play Smash early. So here's what's up, right? Smash 3DS was coming out in Japan. It came out in Japan first. My dumbass, with my new disposable income, I was looking at chat. I thought I fell. How long will it take to get everyone? At most 3 hours, probably 2. And are you guys gonna do ultimate tournaments? No, but we will do ultimate lobbies. 1v1 ultimate lobbies, definitely. So, Smash 3DS was coming out on in Japan. My dumbass with disposable income is like, hey, what if I bought a Japanese 3DS and then I bought Smash? Let me make it clear, it was only, God, maybe even 2 months at most that the game came out in Japan first on 3DS. So I bought a Japanese 3DS early to play Smash early. And, you know, to play barely any time with it early. And I could say I would never do it again if I were to go back. Did you ask me how long it will take to get everyone? Oh, sorry, no. I said how long, I thought I was reading how long will it be that I stream tonight, which is at max 3 hours. To unlock everyone? Nintendo's official statement was it would take a few hours for the average player. I don't think that's true. I think it would take a little more than a few hours for the average player. But I won't say more than that. We can discuss it when the game comes out. And yeah, I only got to play Smash 3DS. 3DS, not Wii U, early for a few months. And then they announced Mewtwo. Or not that they announced Mewtwo, but I realized if I want to get Mewtwo free, I can't have the Japanese version of Smash 3DS. I'm gonna have to have the English version of Smash 3DS. Now here's the positives of getting Smash 3DS in Japanese. It didn't stop me from playing it with any of my friends. Online was entirely region free. But I could not get Mewtwo free. So, I bought Smash 3DS again. On my English 3DS. And you know what was dumb about that is I could have just bought Mewtwo. I mean, there was nothing stopping me from just buying Mewtwo aside from saying I got him free. So when I got my Japanese 3DS and then Smash came out, I bought it, I played it early. And I played it alone because no one else had the game yet. Ship told me I was really dumb for doing that, and yeah, I agree. It was a waste of money, a waste of time. I wish I had that money back. But I did sell my English 3DS and all of my English 3DS games. I still have the cool Japanese 3DS because it's white, and that's cooler than the ugly red 3DS that came out in America. I don't main cloud, but I like using them. I'm pretty sure we just have to do one match, so, well, it says this is normal, so let's do that. Smash Wii U comes out, right? I'm trying to remember my first day with Smash Wii U. We streamed that. Me and Tom streamed that together. I was there when Tom was doing it on stream. Omnio was there too. Tom streamed it. That was the first day, I believe, right? Pretty sure. There was something else that happened. It was a midnight launch. Went to a midnight launch, met more friends hadn't seen in a while. Oh, no, here's the story with Smash Wii U when it came out. Midnight launch, right? I go in. I pre-ordered the collection, the special edition that came with the Gamecube adapter and the Gamecube controller. Or maybe it was, maybe I got them separately. Anyways, when I went to GameStop that night, they didn't have me down for having the other thing pre-ordered. I think they ran out, or they just didn't give it to me. So when I went to Smash that night, I didn't get the adapter and I didn't get the controller. All I got was the game. So I had to go out to a GameStop that was like 40 minutes away to potentially, oh boy, the coins are causing lag, to potentially get the Gamecube adapter. Yeah, I was stuck waiting for the Gamecube adapter like many other people were, because this was a weird time where Nintendo was intentionally understocking. So Nintendo was understocking their supply, so Gamecube adapters were a bit rare. And what ended up happening was I went to a GameStop that was like 40 minutes away. They said they had the adapter, but they did not. They did not have the adapter. So, but what they did have was they had the edition of the game that had the adapter with it. So I just got a refund on my purchase of the adapter and bought the special collection. That's what happened when Smash Wii U came out for me. And now what's great about that is, I think I told you guys about my worries with input latency. There's this dude who did a really in-depth test of input latency for Mega Man X Legacy Collection. He did one for the Switch in general with controllers. And I was telling you guys, the Pro Controller has less input latency than a wired version of it, or 8-bit do controllers with adapters. Wired controllers in general. The wireless controller had less input latency than wired controllers. That is not the case for the Gamecube adapter. The Gamecube adapter, less input latency than Pro controllers. So, still good to go with Gamecube controllers if you have them. You don't need to turn to a wireless alternative that could have issues. We have to get through 10 things of a crazy order. And I'm gonna use Link, because we gotta be super serial about this. Giants, free-for-all. I think I want to go for giant battles. I'm pretty sure I want to stick to giant battles. In crazy order is you have a set amount of time. One stock, your damage transfers. And yeah, we're gonna have to get through 10 stages within, we have to get through 10 stages of crazy orders within 10 minutes. Yeah, keep giving me those giant battles, baby. So how about this with Smash Ultimate, or Smash Wii U rather, is the fighter poll. YouTube, comment who you voted for. Who in Twitch chat, who did you all vote for? I voted for Bayonetta with no intention of playing her, but I voted for her. Sorry guys, I'm not sorry at all. Bayonetta's awesome. And Shantae, I got her as a spirit, so I mean, there's that. Oh, very big. Captain N. I would have, in 2018, for Smash Ultimate, I would vote Captain N. Yo, nice teamwork, Mario. Let's go. Phoenix Wright is a good pick. So, let me say this vaguely about Ultimate, is I'm feeling a little better about recovery on characters with bad recoveries. Because it's seeming people trying really hard with it, you can still recover, like, from absolutely at the edge of the blast zone with the worst characters. You can still recover. Maybe you're not as safe, but the fact that the air dodge in Smash Ultimate works the way it does, where you can have it go in a direction, is massive for recovery. And also the big brain idea of delaying your double jump is also very smart. So I may still give Crom a shot. And whoever else I said, the Belmonts. People said it about them. All right, last one before we fight Crazy Hand. Yeah, Crazy Hand has some helpers, but you can just ignore them for the most part. We'll certainly try to ignore them, but check it out. We've also got stamina instead of regular HP. So we also have to be careful not to die. All right, next, I think we're gonna do classic mode for a while. Yeah, we gotta do classic mode on... Oh, fuck me, I gotta do classic mode with 5 characters? Ah, shit. All right, guys, start listing characters who we wanna see. Bayonetta, man, I can't play Bayonetta to save my life. I don't know how Bayonetta people play Bayonetta. Oh yeah, so this is how classic mode is in this game. Where you're on a board and you go around to just the place you want. And I think it has way too much, like, several people battles. I miss the 1v1s. And luckily, Ultimate looks like it definitely has the best version of classic mode in a Smash game. Oh, I definitely tried Pit out for a while. Oh man, I tried a bunch of characters out in this game. I tried the Pits. Both Pits, I didn't like either of them in the end. I tried Luigi, and if they didn't nerf Luigi, I totally probably would have stuck with him. Because I learned how to mash really well as Luigi. And I can still do it well. Which reminds me, I got this Power A Pro controller because my Joy-Cons are, I told you about this, my Joy-Cons are drifting, so I got a Power A wireless Pro controller for 30 bucks. No, actually less than that. I got it for 25, which is 50% off. The controllers are normally 50. And its differences is they have macro buttons on the back. And I don't plan to use it for Smash at all. I plan to use it for Splatoon and everything. Splatoon, any other Switch games that aren't Smash. But it has macro buttons. And I think, like, you know, you could use those macro buttons to mash, like, inputs. That's actually not really the case. It actually... Using your other fingers to mash while you're... Oh, shit. While you're trying to mash with the main button, it's ends up really slow than optimally mashing with one button. So it's faster to optimally mash with one button than to hit 2 macros, I have found. So, but it is convenient for, like, games where you want it on, like, another button. You just want another button that you can hit with your fingers. For example, running is... In Breath of the Wild, you can map, like, the jump button to one of those buttons so that you don't have to, like, stretch your hand from the A button all the way up to the Y button. So I think that's a practical use for it there, but not mashing. Not mashing, no. But it's a really sick controller anyway, so I'm glad I got that value. It doesn't have NPC. It doesn't have the Amiibo compatibility, which I'm fine with because I have the Joy-Cons for that. It doesn't have Rumble, but it does have Gyro, and the Gyro is pretty good. I got a little more out of what is it? Warframe playing with this controller felt pretty good, gotta say. Oh, she does have this costume in Wii U. Okay. I saw she had this in Ultimate in one of the, I think it's a Game Explain video shows them. I was like, her Jean costume is cool, but what if she was just red on her own and not the red-white combination? Well, it's right here, silly. Kyle Herbert voiced Ryu? Wow. Whoa, oh yeah, this stage is really broken on Smash Wii U in the emulator. Oh boy, Bayonetta. What could be said about Bayonetta? I don't know. What could be said about this broken stage? Okay, stage is done, we don't have to look at it again. Apparently, like, Jesse got used to Bayonetta and doing shit with her, and apparently it was pretty bad. Made people upset. Which makes sense if you could play Bayonetta well. I just don't. She doesn't click with me, so I don't enjoy it. Oh, there we go. That was a cute combo, right, guys? I will say one thing about Ultimate's classic mode format is the fact that it like goes into, like when you do it like I'm doing it, where it's all separate battles and then you have a team battle like this no matter what, it's kind of cool. If it was all individual battles and then a group battle every time, then it would be cool, but it's on a board for some reason. And also the Gus Bellows. Well, I can say after this entire play session of Bayonetta, I don't think I learned much. You know, I didn't play Fire Emblem at all when Corrin came out. I played, and now, like, you know, I've played Fates now, and I don't like Fates at all, so I really don't like Corrin as a character, but that's okay. It was, I feel so weird about those games, like, the entirety of Fire Emblem Fates is just a big goddamn misunderstanding. And I think if people just told the truth, then none of that game would have happened except the third one. Oh yeah, the review embargo for Smash Ultimate also ends on, the embargo for Smash Ultimate is up on the 6th, too. And I'm a little cautious of what I've... Hey guys, listen to Corrin's footsteps. Reminder, Corrin doesn't wear shoes. I think Smash Ultimate may not do well with reviews because it's really hard in the, let's just say this. Actually, I can talk about this. People who get early copies of games and stream them are usually really bad at them. When Smash Wii U leaked and they streamed it, and the first guy that was streaming Smash 3DS, you know what that guy did? Aside from being bad at the game? The dude went in and looked at all of the trophies with skirts and looked up them. Oh my god, he just went through trophies and looked at all the women ones and observed them. Now the first people that were... Let me tell you about the first guy who was streaming Smash Ultimate. Let me tell you about this absolute fool. So imagine this. Imagine this is your life. You hack your Switch, right? You play a game illegally. You play the new Smash Brothers game illegally. You don't play Smash Brothers games, but you know this one's pretty big. It's got a lot of hype. You can play it early, so you figure why not? Why not stream it too? Because you might get some big attention from that. So you decide to stream it, but you've never played Smash before. You're not good at it. You don't know what to do. You are so bad at Smash Brothers that you can hardly progress anywhere. You can't even clear a classic mode fight. And you're watching chat. You're watching thousands of people watch you play this game illegally. And they're grilling you hard. That chat is relentless because you're so bad at Smash Brothers. And the chat is so relentless on you. And people shit-talking you because you're streaming the game early like a fool. They shit-talk you so bad. You just stop streaming, you give up on the game, and now that Smash Brothers is entirely tainted forever for you. Because that was your exposure to the game, was sucking at it, and then having a Twitch chat, a YouTube chat of thousands of people telling you how bad you were. I can't. That guy is never gonna think like Smash Brothers is a good series, and it's kind of karma. It's pretty. I think it's karma. Like you were gonna enjoy this new game early, and now it's entirely fucking ruined for you because of that big ass chat and you taking it to heart. Because, it takes a little bit of time to start ignoring a chat. You gotta get some thick skin before you have 10,000 people tell you you're shit at a video game. And it absolutely reminded me of the Cuphead journalist who struggled with the tutorial of Cuphead. That is who that guy was, like, far worse. It was really bad, man. It took the guy like 20 minutes to access like the right mode in the menus that people wanted to see. 20 minutes of going through menus trying to get the right setting that people in chat were trying to tell him to do. So for the very least, there was a few things I did not want to see, and now I'm trying to remain as blind on World of Light as possible because that mode is going to be so fun to go through blind. But it was very entertaining to watch the person who is very bad at Smash Brothers, very bad at video games in general, play it. That guy was... So anyways, I think knowing how game journalists can be, we might be looking at some tough reviews for Smash Ultimate because reviewers aren't apparently not good at video games. See, Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. That's actually a really good one. What recently? Spyro? Oh man, Spyro. Locked it on YouTube. Oh yeah. The only place I'm looking at Smash info right now is on Smashboards. That's where I'm staying. This is the only place I'm reading anything now. I've blacklisted it on Twitter. I'm staying off of every other site. At this point, I saw the info I wanted to see. I saw about unlocking in the modes, and I really only looked those up because I don't see a reason why they were so vague on it. I don't see why they were so vague on some details about modes and stuff, so I looked that up and then found a really funny streamer. Nice! Got him. Thank you, tools. Yeah, so for the people on Twitch, we are, y'all know, Go to Bedcast people know we hosted Smash Wii U tournaments, me and Max did. It was a good way to, like, do it on our own. To be able to host things on our own and get started with that. But, there came a point where we were not enjoying it nearly as much. Shit. Or just, like, streaming Smash in general. Here's my problem with, like, playing Smash free-for-all online, is people always feel like they're getting targeted. And it's always placebo. I'm pretty sure it's always placebo. You just think that. I understand. I've had the mentality before too, where you think you're being targeted, but you're more than likely not. Look at the Get Amped streams. I die very often in Get Amped too. I'm usually one of the first people to usually go out and get amped, because I'm always in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I get the idea that you might think that's just you getting targeted. I don't think that's the case, usually. So there's that, and I think that negativity that mentality brings is not, like, it's just not fun for everyone involved, honestly. But I'm easily impacted. My amount of fun is, like, usually impacted by how much fun all my friends are having around me. So if anyone else is upset or miffed about something, I'm not having as much fun either. Because I'd rather we all be having fun with what we're doing. There's that. But tournaments, things about them, the consistent winners, people just didn't want to keep going up against them. Salt, not being people that I don't want to say understandably, I don't understand Salt, but a lot of people got salty. And I would rather, people enjoy. Be good sportsmen. Because it's not like we even, like, had any of the problems that... What the hell was that? Does he have a custom? Rather we just had fun. And if not everyone that's participating can have fun. Okay, he's got a custom special on. If everyone can like not have fun, then it's not as fun for me to do, you know? However, I'm thinking just give it a try with Ultimate. Because Ultimate lets you have 1v1 lobbies. And I think the 1v1 lobbies might be a good idea, especially if we can rotate out everyone would be better. I should be using I should be using my items way more often. I should be using my Zaire more often, but I'm not. You know, just something getting used to at time. But Link had really good normals, so. See that read? See that read? That was a reaction, that wasn't a read. The second wave of fighters in Classic have custom moves? I never knew that. Interesting. I totally never knew that, huh. I'm having fun, enjoy it even if I suck. Yeah, I can be like that like for the beginning of some games. Some fighting games. There are definitely ones where like I want to improve and I'm not gonna have fun unless I'm improving. But for Smash or like Get Amped, it's definitely you have fun no matter what. Yeah, Sonic Robo Blast 2 Kart was a lot of fun. But yeah, definitely tournaments. Tournaments will more than likely not happen. But 1v1 lobbies, perhaps. I wonder if I'm allowed to continue. Oh, good news, guys. We get to fight Master Core. If I can pause it. I can't pause it. Okay, so how this emulator works is you have to load up. When you're experiencing like effects for the first time in this emulator, it has to cache them. I never fought Master Core in any of my caching. So this whole fight is gonna be laggy like this for a while. Every form transformation he's gonna... Whoa, look at his... Yo, did you see that effect? There's a skull in it. When he did that slash effect, there was a fucking skull in the particle effect. You see that? That's some Gygas shit. Yeah, look how mysterious this also is because you don't have a health bar. There's no way this is gonna go like all the way to Fortress, so we're gonna get like maybe this will be the last form. Oh, that's it, we're good. I don't remember the orb looking like that. I don't think that's what this orb is supposed to look like. Maybe I'm wrong. I think it's you're supposed to see the Smash logo in it much more easier. Sorry about that. If I had known he activates at 5.5, I would have done it in prep for the stream. That's all I would have had to do. If I went back to that now, it wouldn't lag at all. Oh, but yeah, that particle effect with the skull in it, that was fucking sick. I never noticed that before. So I'm glad we did that. What is Master Core symbolic of? That's a good question. Whatever you want it to be, man. So it's open to interpretation. That's how art works. So yeah, totally, ROM hack. By the way, a few times in this whole retrospective, I've said, let's see, I said Lucina. Okay, girl. Okay. Yeah, spam that counter, see what it gets you. Gotcha. In Japanese, in the Japanese version of the game, which is the first version of Smash 3DS I played, Xander says Lucina. Her name is pronounced Lucina instead of Lucina. And in Smash Ultimate, I'm pretty sure you're gonna hear that. The big difference is, that's why I've said Gakoga. Lucina, Rockman, let's see, I think Corrin definitely has a different name, but I didn't play him in Japanese since he was DLC. I think Villager was different. Lizardon. Someone else had a very different name. I forget who it is. Someone else has a very different name in Japanese. Reflay. Robin is Reflay. Oh, Rosetta and Chico. Rosetta and Chico is the Japanese version. Yeah, that's got stuck in my head. Okay. Let me check to make sure we have one more character to unlock. No, we have two more characters. Hold on. We have to get one kill in Cruel Smash, but let's see if we can DK it. Oops. We did it! Hooray! Thanks, Nick. I can imagine people oh, by the way, that effect happens too on the results screen. I can imagine people are like, people used to the Wii U's loading times being a little upset at how fast it loads on emulator. Games that go back to cartridges, yeah, Smash Ultimate's load times are gonna be pretty sweet. Alright guys, one character left. This is it. This is it. This is the end. But this is the end of Smash games in the Smash Retrospective. Does anyone have any last comments? You still got plenty of time to say it. It's gonna take a while. But we are almost done here. Any last words? I gotta say, I'm very happy to get rid of this shitty third-party adapter and never have to use it again. I gotta say, Smash Wii U was some pretty sick memories. Fuck the duck. Okay, that's a good one. I don't know what Gord Fox says. I cannot translate that. I gotta say, I really appreciate how they made Link in this game. I don't think I've really said it, but I've wanted to play Link ever since Smash 64, but he was so bad in 64. That's like, he was the most appealing character. But he was never good, so I never actually played him. Piranha Plant deserves to be in Smash and everyone should respect him. That's a, oh wow, look at that. Who do you hope is DLC in Ultimate? Who do I hope? Geno? I'm okay if Geno doesn't happen though, but Geno? I think at this point, if Geno's not happened yet, he's probably not gonna happen. So I'm not holding out for Geno, but I would be very happy if he did happen. Phoenix Wright is still a solid pick. Oh my god, could you imagine? I am now warmed up to the idea of how All-Star mode works in Ultimate now, where it's not like, you know, Sakurai showed it on the one stream. It's just another mode inside of Multi-Man. You know, it's the same thing basically as this, but without the the healing screen. So, you know, you're just in it faster, and, you know, it's a mode you can play while waiting for online matches, so. It's cool, it's cool. I don't mind it. A survival mode, sure, but I mean, I guess it is still survival mode. I just wish it was, like, you know, one character at a time still. But I mean, it is Smash. It is a free-for-all fighting game. Platform fighter. Hope of Shadow and Smash. Nah, I don't think that's happening. It's really weird that it didn't happen because they seem to have put so much work into Shadow as an assist, and they, you know, Sakurai is a complete ruse man. I feel like he intentionally didn't show Shadow or Isaac until the very end, just to pull a ruse. It's super weird, like especially when Knuckles was explicitly shown as an assist trophy before Shadow, and Shadow was just missing. And knowing Sakurai, he totally did that on purpose. No doubt about it. I am nervous with like Nintendo doing the picks, but I give Nintendo a little more credit. What's up with goddesses and camping? I bet Sakurai did the Grinch leak. I bet that was entirely his idea. Super Smash Bros. Players need to play real fighting games like the Verse minigames in Mario Bros. DS. Oh my god, this Cave of Life scenario sucks. Alright, good. Keep everyone up here. Think you beat him? When, though? He should have been in that last wave. Or, you mean, yeah, beat him to unlock him? Yeah. We'll see after we fight Pitu. Yeah, we saw that. So I beat him after a sec. No, remember the tools came down and killed him, actually. That's right, remember the tools came down and then I hit him after it? I think this song has a really sick part of it coming up. Because it was used in the trailer. This part. When Palutena was narrating over this part, oh my god, that was so sick. This should have been the last character announcement because of that mood that this song set. All fighters are now available. True All-Star. I guess you need everyone to fight Game & Watch in it. Interesting. Well, there it is. Aside from the Mii fighters, that is the full roster. We did it, everyone. We did it. Quickly, for everyone watching on YouTube, enjoy the Smash 3DS part as it starts right now. It fades into it. Goodbye. Alright, so let's start off with the features and everything of Smash 3DS. Again, no tutorial or anything, that'll be in Wii U. But, and also, we don't have to play any of the videos for Smash 3DS or Wii U, because those are all commercial trailers that Nintendo has put out, published on their YouTube and everything. We don't have to sit through and go through all of them, and there were a lot for this game. But out of everything else, this menu is pretty horribly unorganized. Games and more will be our first destination, and options is hidden all the way over here. Controls back. A little different in that, let's see. Tap jump on. My Z doesn't work either because the 3DS does not have a Z button. It does not have a C. The 3DS has a C stick. The new 3DS has a C stick, and for those on the Circle Pad Pro on the old 3DS, that doesn't work with the game. So I'm C stickless. I am D-pad-less because this is what the D-pad does. I had many control issues trying to use this, but yeah, so I have to hit the left shoulder button to grab and then right for shield. Here's what's different about the character. I have to use my mouse cursor to use the bottom screen too. Here's what's different about the controls in this game. This is swapping, so I pick up special and I move it to attack, and it swaps them. That's how that works in this game. It's not the options that we've had before. Save and exit. There's no name to save it to because the 3DS is a very personal thing. Stream's not gonna be long. It'll still be like 2 hours. We have to play classic mode 10 times. But yeah, there's no names because the 3DS version of Smash is actually designed around being really personal. And I'll get to that in a second. Our audio options are back now with sound effects and voices separated. Character outlines we're gonna turn off because we're not on a small screen. But this is for when you're on a small screen and want to see your characters better. You can choose where to display your damage. I will figure out a better layout for the YouTube video. For right now, this is what it's gonna be like for the stream. Playing this on Citra, yes. So those are your options. You got your vault back. Trophies. Have any by default? Yeah, here we go. The DLC trophies. Back again. View them all together. Here we got the shop once again. Some on sale. Let's go ahead and let's buy a lot because there is a character that requires having a lot of trophies. So please remind me to buy trophies after everything we do. After every run of classic mode, remind me to buy a trophy. Because we need, I think, 200 trophies to get one of the characters. Trophy Rush will be what we do if we run out of trophies to buy and need something else to do. Album, is there any default screenshots on here? There are. I don't know where these came from. I may have taken those. They kind of look familiar. The screenshot data is saved on an SD and not the game's data itself, and I wiped the game's data, so it would make sense that those saved. Sound test, records again, and tips. Tips in this game is very useless. Compared to Smash Ultimate's tips, where it's all organized and by characters, this is just, you get a tip, okay, next one, okay, next one, next one, and they aren't even really that useful. The tips in Smash Ultimate, please heavily consider reading through those. Amiibo functionality I cannot use or show off, but you can set up what are known as figure fighters, or figure FP for figure player, and it is an AI that you can train yourself and get it to fight like you want it to fight. It's actually really extensive, and honestly, it was a really cool feature, and they're bringing it back, so that's really cool. And then the big gimmick of this game was custom characters, customization with Mii fighters and with pre-existing characters. Here's what happens with Mii fighters, right? You have a Zelda FP. I have like a half dozen or so Amiibos. Yeah, I have a lot. They're all wiped of their data right now, though. Oh shit, what if they aren't? Oh man, I can't wait to plop them on Smash Ultimate and find out. So, we're on emulator. Miis don't work on emulator. Here's what happens when you try to use a Mii on emulator. I have to it bring up a little text box for me to type my name in. That's what happens. They're headless. If you try to put headgear on it, oops. Nope, that's not where it is. You put headgear on them, it like is just there. It just sits there. Nah, I brought up a little text box for me to type in. We can still put outfits on it though. Yeah, see, there we go. This game introduced custom specials for every character. Everyone has 3 different specials, and they're usually just variations of the same one. For Mii fighters, though, they're completely different moves. But for the actual fighters, it's just variations of their moves. I've talked about it before, but such as Captain Falcon, has a special side B that has super armor on it, but has a slow startup. Which now, in Ultimate, Captain Falcon's side B now just has super armor on it, just like it. But yeah. And then equipment changes their stats and sometimes can provide things such as like starting with items. But yeah. Alright. And there I am, headless. Here's our challenges. You'll notice there's not nearly as many as even Wii U or the previous games for the portable version, but that's okay. And again, customize anyone on the roster. Same thing, specials. Oh, but you gotta find them. You have to actually unlock all of the side specials. Yeah, DLC characters did not have their custom specials either. They didn't have them at all. But yeah, for everyone else that was in the base game, you gotta find their customs. So that was definitely a grind. The other modes available, All-Star, Classic are back, Stadium, Multi-Man Smash is back, Home Run Contest is back, and something new called Target Blast.
Target Blast.
See, Xander says it. Were the DLC characters in this game? It was Mewtwo, Lucas, Roy, Ryu, Cloud, Corrin, Bayonetta, them. That's it. Use the bows.
Ready, go!
Smile loading. Will that fix itself? No, that's not fixing itself. We will show this mode off when we get to Wii U. We don't want to have it lag. And yeah, again, I will show training off and everything we can do in Wii U. Group, cooperative, all-star, and multi-man. And yeah, that's everything in games and more, for some reason, organized there. Smash Run is this awesome mode that's like City Trial from Kirby's Air Ride. And it's on a map, and then after that, after you go around a map, you collect upgrades for your character, and then after a time is up, you fight each other under random circumstances, maybe some other modes like a race or something. You do that with the buffed up characters you get from Smash Run, without using a bat. Yeah, it's not like distance either. It's just blowing up seeing how many targets you can blow up. Anything new in rules? Customization. Here are the items. Here are the items set in this game. And again, if I could just, like, take anything out, it would be this, the Gust Bellows, maybe this one too, because of the wind box it spawns. But I mean, other than that, these items are fine. However, if we get fucked over in any of this today or on Thursday because of those weapons, just, you know now, I told you. All right, where should we start? I think we got to start at, I want to start at the hardest one, which is Bowser Jr. And saying that's the hardest one kind of gives an idea of how fast, or rather how not difficult this is. Didn't it also select opponents by groups, like you have to fight retro characters at one point? Yeah, it goes in chronological order. All-Star goes in chronological order in Smash 3DS, and it goes in reverse chronological order in Wii U. Anyways, Bowser. Look at this nice square roster. Oh, personalization, right. This game saves your last color options for all of the characters you pick. So now, like, those costumes that I picked are saved there. And this is a really cool feature I wish was, like, you know, in other games. But, I mean, I get why it's only here, because your 3DS is that personal. And for Bowser, we've got to do 6.0. And here's what's cool about this classic mode, is you see we got 3 different colors there? Those determine, like, the difficulty of what you do. And the number we picked, the 6.0, determines, like, the AI's level, basically. So we could still take a very easy route. We could still take a very easy route and just play the 6.0 AI. Classic mode is also different in that every stage of classic mode, you start with 2 stocks. You can lose a stock and you'll have 2 stocks the next match anyways. So that makes it even easier for us. Hold on, I have a concern. I can't walk. I have to dash. Yeah, my analog stick will not let me. Analog stick will not let me. It'll let me tilt, but I can't walk. Woo. I've also had to mod how many coins I have, because to play modes in this game requires coins. And you don't start with any coins, and you don't start with enough coins to even do 6.0 Smash. And to do Trophy Rush, it costs coins. I don't know if I can fix the analog thing. I think I'm gonna have to always be running. I actually didn't account for that when I was troubleshooting this. Now the branch also splits here. I can do Crazy Hand over there, or just Master Hand. Oh man, this is gonna lag too? Oh, here we go, okay. Yeah, all the heavies feel fantastic, and I'm probably gonna say it when we play Wii U, but I love how all the heavy characters feel in this game. Oh, what? Alright, sorry for anyone that wants consistency, but I'm gonna have to turn down the resolution so the game itself will be at how it would look on a 3DS, basically. Which is not as crisp as it was just looking. Or, actually, no. I'm sorry. You fight Master Core, which is something new at 9.0, and probably lower. The final form of Master Core is definitely there. Master Core is a step up above those two. But I don't even think we're gonna touch those at all, because I don't think we need to. Yeah, I completely forgot about Master Core for a second, which is... Master Core is actually really cool, where it, like, he has, like, a couple different forms you fight. He even has, like, a fortress variant where you have to, you know, go through a fortress and find his Adam's apple and hit it. He's really cool. The challenge, I think, for this was, like, back at 90%. I can't... Do you guys see where the last spot is? Oh, I see it. There's another spot right in this corner. I think it's in this corner. Nope, it's up there now. Damn, it's right in that corner. I'm just gonna show this credits game off once. This is one of the best character, one of the best credit rolls minigames because it also gives you your final image. There it is. Now we can skip it. And no videos on the 3DS version. But there are characters. My main on the 3DS version is Falcon. My main on Smash Wii U is Bowser? Link. I don't know. The games play identical, so don't ask me. Falcon just plays easier on 3DS. I don't know what it is. I feel like I've told this before, I feel like I can land sweet spots easier. Total placebo, but I mean, I feel like I do it. Oh, this really sucks with no dash, or no analog. There we go. This down B is so much better than it was in Melee. This is a far more consistent trick than it was back then. I was gonna say, what was that read? The AI gets a little... They let the AI get better at reading you every game. Fuck. There's the trick you can do on the 3DS where, on that roulette, where you can pick what you're gonna get for winning the fight. You could choose it so that you could pick, what you could do is the trick, is you would hit the home button, you would mash the home button and then unpause it, and you would hit it whenever it was on something you wanted. And you can use that to cheat the roulette. So yesterday, the game officially leaked in Mexico. Retailers in Mexico apparently started selling the game. So what has happened in the 24 hours that the game has been out in somewhere in the public? More is probably happening right now as we speak, but as of right now, the entire game's soundtrack is out in the wild. And I won't talk about what's found there. There are definitely spoilers in the soundtrack. What I will say, though, that's not spoilers about it, and just because it's impressive to me, because I almost didn't believe how well optimized the music is.
Ready, go!
So we have, like, however many songs Sakurai said, like 800? Oh, this is a 3v1. The entire soundtrack is 1 gigabyte. Available to purchase or available for legal purchase. It was a retailer. They just broke street date. No! Oh, fuck me. Thank goodness for this game. Also, this game's massively good recovery. Shit. I thought I spot dodged. But yeah, the AI you fight to unlock characters is clearly much more difficult in this game. Are they normal or hard CPU? They're somewhere in the higher range in this game. Honestly, I've never really struggled with the AI. They're higher than 6. They're definitely higher than 6 for unlocking. Watch this. Did you see it? You blink and you miss it. I'm glad the time is there so we can always keep track of what time we're at. No, I think it's cool that it tells you the time and your name at all times. It's just again, it's that personalization thing about it. The teamwork, though. Let's go. Damn it. You know, the lower difficulty you play, the less rewards you get. Which might... Huh, you know what? Maybe I should play on a higher difficulty. So I can at least guarantee getting those other characters. Huh? Oh, it's a free-for-all. I thought me and... I almost called him Gekkoga. Me and Greninja were on the same team. That's what I thought this entire time. Whoopsie. My bee. Get him, Bob-omb. Nice. Teamwork right there. Let's go. Oh yeah, it also, if you actually have, like, you know, if you're on an actual console, whoops, what'll happen is, once again, I'm trying to use the Z button. It'll use your friends' Miis. If you're friends with people on 3DS, it'll use their Miis. No, I'm sorry. Actually, I do not think that's correct. It uses all of your custom Miis, though. It will go through your custom Miis. I believe I had some friend ones at one point, and that's why I thought that. But I know for a fact, it just uses all your custom Miis. Oh, that's not who we wanted. Ooh, things are getting a little mixed up here. God damn it, this AI. And its optimal fucking punishes and responses. Yeah, Dark Pit is from Uprising. He is a Sakurai character. Alright, let's see if I have to do that again. I'm actually not entirely sure. I should be using Cloud, man. They put Cloud in a game and I'm not even gonna use him? Oh yeah, the DLC characters have like really compressed lines. Oh my god, now Falco, it's still not the character we wanted. Yeah, the DLC's like characters' voice lines are incredibly compressed compared to everyone else's. They're in the 3DS version. I don't know if it's like that on console. I could turn my console on that's right behind me and find out. Oh my god! It's still not talk. I love this stage. I'm so glad we get to see it in HD. Oh my god, can you imagine if he let me get away with that? Oh shit! Oh, come on. I didn't know you could go through that part of the stage. I did not know that. Is this stage coming to Ultimate? I don't think it is, actually. Unfortunately. I think the only Pac-Man stage is Pac-Land, which really sucks, honestly. Palutena and Mario must quell Pit, for he has gotten too big and must be put down. What stages were cut? The, Zeb's, Sector Z. That one we were on, the one Pac-Man one, the vertical scrolling ones, the DK scrolling one, and the Ice Climber scrolling one from Melee, the DK one from Brawl. Probably a few others, but those are mainly it. Poke Floats? Yeah, Poke Floats is gone. 4.0 or higher, yeah. Yep, we have to do it again. Honestly, I'm still glad, like, vertical scrolling ones are gone. Those stages just didn't work too well. Ice Climber's Melee was okay. But that DK Brawl one was terrible. I think seeing a new Poke Floats would be cool, but I get why. Since that one is also... That was kind of a vertical and horizontal scrolling. It was all over the place. Yeah, it was called Rumble Falls, the DK one. Got that trophy again. Especially when someone made that fake Poke Floats leak. That fake render of it looks pretty good. And it would like, it would just look cool. We got Mario Bros. And 75M. And the option to play both on the same match. Yeah, we did. Honestly, you know what would have been sick? Is Ice Climber's melee target test. Which was just the original game, but like it was the same concept as Mario Bros. and 75M. Is Corn frozen? Like if Ice Climbers got a new stage like that, that'd be sick. You know, Duck Hunt, remember Duck Hunt stage in Smash, it was DLC. So I think maybe Ice Climbers could get a new stage in DLC. Because the summit sucks. The second she hits those tracks, she's done. I'm glad this stage is back in Ultimate, because I hate that new Sonic stage. I very much dislike it. Not the worst one. I use hate pretty liberally, but I do not like the, what is it, Lost Worlds Sonic stage? I don't like that one. And I barely like this one. But I like this one more because of the Lost Worlds. Whoa. Oh, you can't swim in this water in this game. But you can in Ultimate. This water is swimmable in Ultimate. Or was that just a fluke? You can't swim in 3D. You can't swim at all? Interesting. Well, now I'm glad I said it in the video. I did not actually know that. Interesting. Yeah, in the Wii U version you can, but not in this version. That's fascinating. What a weird limitation. This game was this game provided limitations for Smash Wii U since they had to get the game to fit on 3DS and they wanted them to be so similar. For example, swimming is more than likely a limitation. The Ice Climbers were cut because of the limiting hardware of the 3DS.
Final results.
And I think Ice Climbers is the best example of that I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, that's the only reason Ice Climbers were cut is because of the 3DS version. But Sakurai has mentioned that there were compromises to having both these versions of the game. Yeah, that's true. The water is only in the Animal Crossing stage in Jungle Japes. So it makes sense I never realized that. I can't believe this stage would be one that came back with like the prerequisites of the other cut ones, but they made it look good. They made the stage look very good in Ultimate, so I'm okay with it, I guess. Just such a weird, like, this is the epitome of Brawl's art style right here. Was Mushroomy Kingdom. Oh my god, stop it. Get out of here. When you get too many stages, it moves the when you get too many stages and characters, it moves the DLC stuff onto another tab. Oh, I love this music. Slept on Fire Emblem music, man. I totally slept on it. I think there will be people upset that I'm one of the people that's gonna be trying to use Young Link right from the start. But I've been using Link since Smash Wii U, and that's where most of the comparisons for him are coming from. So, like, I got an excuse. What's yours? And personally, if you want to play top tiers, that's perfectly fine with me. You want to win, you gotta win. Do what you have to win. I don't care. But there will be people upset when you play high tier characters. And here's the thing about it. The game's not out yet. How can we tell Young Link is gonna be high tier? One of the things that's actually gonna lead to it is, since people are talking about him, there's gonna be people researching him. And the problem with that is, Young Link is gonna have a disproportionate amount of attention from the competitive scene that's gonna be labbing him, instead of labbing a diverse amount of characters. This is what happened with Wii U as well.
Ready? Go!
Some characters got way too much focus by people that could have been labbing other characters, and focused on some characters that stood out. For example, Luigi took a while to get started, but Luigi was a pretty busted character. However, it took some time to find that out because just not enough people were researching. And I'm not worried about like how it was in Smash Wii U. That is what it is. Oh shit. But going into a new game, I'm worried about people focusing so much on Young Link that Young Link ends up top tier just because he's so well researched. And that's it. Okay, but Plant, yeah. Plant might get some love too. I think Pichu's gonna get a lot of love. If Pichu becomes top tier, I just told you why. Because people are gonna be researching him. However, if he's not, then I'm full of shit and don't know what I'm talking about. So we'll see. We'll see. Oh, there goes an assist trophy. This stage sucks. Why did they bring this one back? What a weird one. Oh, hi, Mew. Oh. What? Where am I grabbing from? There we go. And it's Giant Fox. Who doesn't love a giant fox? You know what giant foxes are good for? I don't think I want to hear, Dama. This classic mode, 3DS classic mode, might be the best classic mode. Because it's not as static as the other ones, and it's not as long as Brawls. Granted, I don't know how to play Robin at all, and I had no interest in playing Robin. I did not play Fire Emblem Awakening until way after this game came out, and I was already like, I didn't have my Wii U anymore, I don't think. No, I'm pretty sure I did not have my Wii U when I played Fire Emblem Awakening. So I have no idea how to actually play Robin. Oh, but White Mage Robin's so cool. Arcfire, Nosferatu, Elwind. So when did I get the Levin sword? What determines, like, your sword? Green Robin, but they got rid of his green hair? That's weird. They gave it the Shulk instead. It's all of Shulk's hairs are colored now. All of Shulk's hairstyles are colored in Ultimate is a better sentence than all of his hairs are colored. Smash attacks give you the Levin sword? Okay, and then there's just a limit to it at one point. And up air? Yeah, up air does it too. Oh my god, I thought that was audio distortion, but that was fingers putting down the platforms. Yowie! The best voice line. Absolutely. Best voice line. Oh, his back air too. And all his aerials. Except neutral. There's way too many skins in this game. There was no need for that many wireframe Macs. Oh man, I play a terrible little Mac. I play a... Oh my god, and his run is so fast. I'm just never gonna touch the special button because if I touch it in any circumstance, I'm gonna die. It doesn't matter where I am, I'm gonna die if I hit it. This is really gonna suck because they sometimes just will not come down. Master Hand's gonna be Master Hand's gonna be... Oh man. Master Hand will be really bad. If I have to recover, I'm boned. And his max aerials are terrible. So I have to do this from the ground still. But Little Mac is so short, I don't know if most of his stuff will connect anyways. Did you ever do the Master Hand glitch in 64? I didn't show it off, and no, I never did it when... I've never done it before, or in Melee. Is Ryu fun, or is he stiff? He plays like a Street Fighter character, with a little more air freedom. So I wouldn't think so if you're used to playing Street Fighter. No, probably not. You wouldn't think he was stiff. But if from a Smash only perspective, yeah, he would feel stiff probably. But I think he's a lot of fun. I think Ryu is a lot of fun, especially when being able to, like, you know, depending on the button press, what kind of moves you get out of him from the light and the heavy versions. If he was based off Street Fighter 2, it'd be stiff as hell. Yeah, because in Street Fighter 2 is not a fighting game that had buffering, but Smash does. Smash has a nice buffer window that will help make characters feel less stiff. But he definitely plays like a more traditional fighting game character. But comparing Doc to Melee Mario, I would not know. Oh right, Doc has the same down B and Cape gives him 0 air. Yes. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Flood doesn't work with how I play Mario. Agreed. I don't like Flood at all. Yeah, I would prefer Doc with just the better button there. Like, it's cool Mario still has it on his down air. Yo, let's go! But Doc's down air spikes, so... yeah, Doc's got the best of both worlds. Albeit Mario will still probably maybe be better. Because they got Mario really well in this game. Mario is really good in this game, and I don't think Doc was thought of to be better. Mario is better because he has the Waluigi ult. These are facts. These are straight facts. The DLC you want is Phoenix Wright. That's a good one. My favorite Pac-Man costume is Oven Mitts Pac-Man. I think Fire Emblem is definitely my favorite music in all of Smash. I won't say Fire Emblem has the best music in Smash, but I will say I like Fire Emblem music the most in Smash. Oh man, I remember I sounded like a fool. It's a good thing I figured this out before I started streaming this, but I wanted the Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts composer to do I wanted to hear them do a track for Ultimate. And they already did. They did Vegas theme, and it's up on the Smash website. And it sounds like how you would expect it to sound. Game needs 4 villains, absolutely. And they were really going for that too. So if they can get even more, be okay. Or when we see, what is it? There's probably still boss fights we don't know about. So who knows what we'll get there. For anyone that like came in late, and I haven't talked about it in a while, but because of my third-party Gamecube adapter that I have to use to get this to work with Citra, because the official adapter does not work with Citra, the 3DS emulator, I have no analog in my joystick. I cannot walk, I cannot properly tilt. Just so we understand. I can't tilt my analog stick, I can only run full speed. And I have to push it all the way too for it to work as well. It's really unfortunate. I'm happy. Fuck, dude, I was happy at the first trailer. The only way I could have been happier was Geno. But I don't need Geno to be happy. Because I've been happy without Geno for a while. Yeah, absolutely. The fact that Shantae is still a spirit, that's pretty cool. And represented and there. If you're gonna play Warrior of Light, Final Fantasy, World of Light, you're gonna see Shantae. Whatever happened to that, just being represented in any shape used to be a compliment. Until, I guess, Brawl, where just like, if you weren't playable, then it was an insult. It turned into an insult, and that was mostly with the Western audience of Smash, where you could be represented in any capacity and it was perfectly fine, but now it's, if you're not a character, then it's somehow an insult. Like, no matter what, no matter how they're there, it's a celebration, and that's everything the game is a celebration, no matter what capacity the characters are there for. Man, pressing the jump and attack button together to get the short hop attack is so awesome in Ultimate. Especially with the short and jump squats that everyone has. It's kind of hard to hit short hops, I find it. That button just makes it easier. Another walk-off, huh? Piece of shit! Alright, let's use Ganon. There we go. That easy. It's literally that easy. Good, now we have the extra fighters button. And here is how this screen will forever look. These big ass icons. We need 30 different equipment items for Jigglypuff. Whoa. Whoa, Ricky's trophy. Ricky, what are you doing? Ricky! Why is Ricky doing this? It's gonna take a while for me to get back into the groove of this. Yoshi has some pretty good buttons for this, I gotta say. Hopefully we don't get another Ricky trophy. If the game starts lagging, you'll know what happened. You guys see the new Smash commercials? The Japanese ones? They, if anyone's seen the Smash machinima called Puff Pong, which was secretly made by Ship, it's very similar in theme, where characters get blasted into other stages. It's really cool. Can you not set the right stick of the controller to the C nub? I did. It doesn't do anything. I don't think even on the new 3DS you can use the thing to do the same thing, to use smash attacks. 100 trophies, officially. We just need 100 more. You can use the nub for smash attacks on the new 3DS. You shouldn't, but you can, yeah, because it's still the nub. But for some reason, I don't think the C-stick setting in Citra is the same as that. And that's why it doesn't work. It registers as like a Circle Pad Pro. And this game is not compatible with the Circle Pad Pro because of limitations. Hardware limitations. This game you can also not access... You cannot pause or like hit the home screen of the 3DS and go to like Miiverse or use internet function while the game is open. It just won't work. It has to close the game first before you can use Miiverse because limitations. The 3DS is impressively weak hardware, let me tell you. Fun round of Smash Run. Smash Run does not work in the emulator. I would if I could, honestly. I can't even show it off. I can't even show off Smash Run because it runs so poor in emulator. And it's really a shame. It's like the one thing, I guess, aside from Target Blast that does not work on emulator when emulating this game. Yeah, I would much rather be doing Smash Run than this, but I don't really have a choice. Does anyone know that 30-day challenge thing for Smash? Anyone like pull that up, like it was on Twitter? Anyone like pull that up and start reading questions from it so I have something to talk about? The one question on it I can immediately remember is favorite assist trophy. And it may be the Squid Sisters in Ultimate. In past games, I'm not entirely sure. My favorite Pokemon is Snorlax, definitely. The fucking funniest thing is Snorlax. I liked it better when he was just a still sprite that came down. I always like, you know, I didn't really care about graphics when I was a youngin', but I always thought it was really funny that that's what Snorlax was in 64, was like just an image that falls down. I loved it. Favorite newcomer in Ultimate? Richter, definitely. It's such a surprise, too. Maybe that's why. Richter was such a massive surprise, then... Oh boy, I was excited. Okay, but Plant? Alright, yeah, you're right. Actually, my answer to everything is Piranha Plant. So everything I tell you is just my second place answers. And frankly, any answers you guys tell me are second place answers as well. Least used, most disliked character. See, I wouldn't... Like, I'm not thinking of them, so... Least disliked character is probably on this roster right now. Maybe Villager. At least that's the most disliked. I don't know about least used. Least used is probably Mega Man. I don't like how Mega Man feels at all. Not for me. Because he feels too much like his game. Like Bayonetta, they did him too much justice. Jigglypuff. Did anyone forget about Jigglypuff? Was anyone trying to figure out who the last two fighters were? And completely forgot about Jigglypuff? Yeah, if I buffer, I get a walk instead of a run. I don't remember them giving you the level 9 AI to fight to unlock a character, but that's absolutely what this is. Since I had to do the 6 AI and that was basically nothing, it's like the AI doesn't actually turn on until 9. Favorite Final Smash? Mega Man's. It's Mega Man's. There's no debate. It's Mega Man's. 100%. Especially when they added Proto Man and Bass. 100%.
Ready, go!
It doesn't get more fan service for me. Having Battle Network Mega Man. I almost said NT Warrior Mega Man, but that is the same thing. T began with a sword. That was a custom move, wasn't it? Favorite removed character? None. Ice Climbers, I guess. And now we have true All-Star mode. And there it is. There's the full roster. Bayonetta and Cloud. That's it. So let's take that away and then move on to Wii U. Thank you for watching Smash 3DS and Wii U. Hey, we're there. We're almost there. This video will be just like in less than a week from when Smash Ultimate's release. And it's fucking hype. And then I have one more video still coming to the YouTube after this one, and that is gonna be what I'm doing next Friday, which we'll all see. So, alright, yeah. That's it for that. Tune in next time. And now for us on the Twitch stream, we go to Bedcast and we stream Monday through Friday. Tomorrow night, maybe the Sonic Racing game will happen.